thought Newcastle were finished going into this season, then they're just putting a performance like that. Let's talk about it. Before we talk about the Newcastle personnel, let's talk about Matthias Jaissle, because he got his tactics spot on today and he exploited Liverpool's weaknesses. Now, anyone that's watched Liverpool in pre-season under Iraola so far will know their rest defence is nowhere near good enough. Their midfield are just doing such a poor job at protecting the back line. And Newcastle, we saw the exploit to that today. How many times did Wissa get the ball, Gravenberch, so both like the two people that are meant to be playing in midfield for Liverpool, are behind him, and he just has all the space in the world. You guys can see the graphics on the screen here to drive into. Liverpool couldn't cope with that, and Oslu up top was doing such a good job at just running. Van Dijk, Yake, do you commit to the runner or do you follow the guy that's driving at you in Wissa? Liverpool had no clue how to stop him, man. You saw today, Wissa got man of the match, and he's going to almost feel like a new signing today for Newcastle if he continues these performances throughout the season. He was top. Now, another person I'm really hoping Matthias Jaissle can get his hands on and improve is Elanga, because we know the ability is there with Elanga. We just need a bit more of him in the final third, and today was just a brilliant start. He showed the composure in front of goal. Oslu did a brilliant job. Timing, waiting for the pass. The way of the pass was brilliant. Elanga, listen, Alisson had no chance of saving it. He was top today. But what I really want to speak about was his connection with Dedic. Now, anyone that watched my Dedic video would know I'm a big fan of the signing. And we saw glimpses of them two combining today. In terms of, there was a point today where Newcastle played a long switch. Elanga kind of drops a bit. Dedic then has all the space in behind to exploit. And he done that so well. And then he takes on the Liverpool defender. And he almost, I think, gets a shot off. This is what we're expecting with Dedic in terms of in the final third. I'm telling you guys, he wants to get the ball. He wants to take on his man. And he's that dynamic fullback that Newcastle kind of have in Lewis Hall and Livramento. He's just a great third option or potentially a starting option for Newcastle going forward. Now, someone that we saw struggle for Newcastle last year was Sven Botman, but today he was brilliant and we need to give him credit because obviously we know how it works. The bigger conversation is going to be on Alexander Isak, how he was too slow to every single ball, half a yard short every single time. But why are we not saying Sven Botman got to every single ball quicker than Alexander Isak? Sven Botman done a very good job at locking him down. And listen, we saw the Sven Botman of a couple of years ago where he looked like an absolute Rolls Royce of a footballer. Hopefully Matthias Jaissle can kind of get him back to the form that we've seen, because we know he has all the ability to be one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. Hopefully he can just show it on a more consistent basis this year. Now, when we talk about this new Newcastle, Lewis Miley and Sean Sturr are going to be at the absolute heart of it. And we saw their quality today. Of course, Sean Sturr coming into a very difficult game for his opening game ever in the Premier League. He's only 18, playing Liverpool. We know how Liverpool want to press. I think he done a very good job. Of course, there was a couple of times where his passes could have been a bit more better. But listen, that's always going to happen. He's a young lad making his debut at St James's Park in the Premier League. I think he done a very good job. And we all know Lewis Miley's quality. From a defensive viewpoint, I think he done a very good job today. Now, because of the ending of the game, I think Bamba's substitution is going to get overlooked because I thought he was brilliant. Now, before he came on, Liverpool just finding themselves in zones in and around the penalty box to get the shots off. You saw Gakpo had 1 or 2 chances like that. Bamba came on and kind of nullified that completely in terms of every single time Liverpool are around the box, he made those pressures, forcing Liverpool to go backwards. He done a top job at that. And there was even a point where I think Liverpool were semi on the break. Bamba makes a tackle on Alexander Isak, stops that completely brilliantly. And this is something that Newcastle have lacked. I said it last year. Newcastle are really easy to play through centrally. Bamba wants to play through the middle, and I think he done a very good job at that when he came on, and I'm very interested to see how he develops throughout this season. Now, hopefully after the emotions have calmed down, Newcastle fans are really happy with the performance, because that was really impressive what we saw today. Some of these players from Newcastle haven't even been here that long. Dedic pretty much confirmed last week. How many times have they actually trained in the squad? He comes into Newcastle against Liverpool and puts in a performance like that. It was top quality, and we saw the newer signings. The goalkeeper done so well. The midfielder, Sean Sturr, done very well. Dedic done very well. Wissa looked like a new signing. It was extremely impressive from Newcastle all around. And I'm really hoping going into the season, they get a lot more credit, because I feel like everyone's overwriting them. You even saw Sky Sports today, the commentators, the way they were talking about Newcastle. No, Newcastle's recruitment has been very good. And I feel like we saw a glimpse of it today, and I'm hoping it can continue throughout the rest of the season. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your thoughts on the game.